If you think every spectacular mummy find has already made headlines, think again. In 2020, Egypt's Minister of Antiquities announced the discovery of 59 incredibly well-preserved sarcophagi at Saqqara.
That's right. These coffins were so well kept that their original colors survived, and the mummies inside still looked as if they'd just been laid to rest. They belonged to priests and officials of the 26th dynasty, around 330 BC.
And this wasn't an isolated incident. Just weeks earlier, 30 wooden coffins were uncovered in Luxor, and in Saqqara, archaeologists found 28 statues of the god Ptah, plus a stunning bronze statue of Nephthys with the priest's name inscribed.
Each artifact helps us piece together religious practices and the prominence of priests in Egyptian society. It's fascinating how these discoveries are opening up new leads for even bigger finds in the future.
Speaking of standout discoveries, Egyptologist Zahi Hawass described finding a mummy in Memphis, completely covered in gold leaf. This is the oldest known gold mummy, dating back about 4,300 years.
Yes, and the inscriptions identified him as Halpus. Unlike typical mummies, his body wasn't wrapped in linen, but dressed in a tunic with a belt and a large necklace, possibly to preserve his lifelike appearance.
Another intriguing find was the tomb of Kom-Jed, an inspector under Pharaoh Unas. His grave contained wall paintings with elongated proportions, a style that became popular 200 years later in the First Intermediate Period.
These artworks are helping us trace the evolution of Egyptian art and give insight into how social and political upheaval influenced cultural trends.
What about the so-called mysterious lady, the first known pregnant Egyptian mummy? CT scans revealed that she died of nasopharyngeal cancer over 2,000 years ago.
And incredibly, the fetus was also mummified inside her. Researchers found that a combination of bodily acidification and embalming with sodium bicarbonate pickled the fetus, preserving it for millennia.
Animal cults were integral to Egyptian religion, and the discovery of a crocodile mass grave at Qubat el Hawa has archaeologists rethinking typical mummification practices.
10 crocodiles were buried without resin or evisceration. Their deaths seemed non-violent, possibly due to dehydration or suffocation, likely as offerings to Sobek, the crocodile god of fertility.
Recently, an Egyptian-Japanese team found a 4,500-year-old tomb in Saqqara with treasures from multiple dynasties, alabaster vessels, terracotta statues, and amulets.
Finds like these give us an unparalleled glimpse into daily life, religious beliefs, and the diversity of people who lived in the region across centuries.
Not all discoveries reflect cultural glory. At the Hyksos Palace in Avaris, archaeologists found 3 pits filled with 12 severed right hands, likely from defeated enemies, possibly as trophies for the pharaoh's gold of honor.
And in Abydos, after Pharaoh Jer's death, over 318, possibly up to 580 servants and retainers were buried with him, signifying a belief in accompanying the ruler into the afterlife.
One recent sensation was a massive granite sarcophagus found in Alexandria. Some hoped it contained Alexander the Great, others feared a curse.
Instead, they found 3 skeletons soaking in foul-smelling wastewater. Despite bizarre requests to drink the liquid for magical powers, tests confirmed it was just contaminated groundwater.
At Deir el-Bahari, archaeologists discovered a stone chest containing a sacrificed goose, its egg, and an ibis egg, along with a wooden box bearing the name of Pharaoh Thutmose II.
This suggests a royal burial site nearby, possibly Thutmose II's lost tomb, offering a potential breakthrough in locating missing royal graves.
In 2018, researchers discovered 800 tombs near Lisht between 2 pyramids. These burials spanned the Middle Kingdom, revealing new details about the era's art, culture, and society.
It's a rare opportunity to study the lives of ordinary Egyptians, not just the elite. Fascinatingly, the city of Itche-Toi, Egypt's capital at the time, is still yet to be found.
Some ancient Egyptian inscriptions at Abydos resemble helicopters, submarines, and tanks, sparking debate over whether they're evidence of advanced technology or simply coincidental hieroglyphic overlaps.
Mainstream historians argue these are palimpsests of royal names, but alternative theorists see them as proof of lost technology or even alien contact.
The ancient Egyptians transported colossal stones, like the 80-ton rose granite blocks for Khufu's pyramid and the 720-ton colossi of Memnon, over hundreds of kilometers.
Modern machines like the Bele Z75710 dump truck can't match these feats. The methods remain a subject of mystery. Was it human labor, lost technology, or both?
Contemporary attempts, like moving the 340-ton levitated mass sculpture in LA, required custom vehicles and millions of dollars. Yet ancient Egyptians moved even heavier objects without modern tech.
Some suggest the Nile was used for transport, but no ancient ships capable of carrying such loads have been found. The true methods may still be hiding in plain sight.
Controversial artifacts like the Dendera light reliefs and the Abydos symbols fuel speculation about futuristic technologies, time travel, or even extraterrestrial aid in ancient Egypt.
Conservative scholars interpret these as mythological or symbolic, but fringe theorists see them as evidence of high technology, possibly hidden from public view.
Dorothy Eady, also known as Seti, claimed to be a reincarnated temple priestess from Abydos. Her detailed knowledge led to real archaeological discoveries.
She described hidden gardens and tunnels that hadn't been published and wrote her story in flawless ancient Egyptian. Her case continues to intrigue both scholars and mystics.
The precision of ancient Egyptian construction is uncanny. Some stone blocks fit so perfectly you can't slide a sheet of paper between them, and some cuts look as if made by lasers.
Tests with copper saws, quartz sand, and gypsum show that stone cutting was possible but excruciatingly slow. Could there have been a faster, more advanced technique?
Some believe the Temple of Seti I at Abydos houses a stargate, a time travel portal. Unusual wall carvings and missing sections fuel these theories.
Esoteric groups suggest the temple was a center of the Order of Melchizedek, guardians of cosmic secrets and access to dimensional travel. Mainstream Egyptologists, however, see these ideas as pure speculation.
Conspiracy theories claim that a device called the Looking Glass, allegedly recovered at Roswell, enables time or dimensional travel. Some say it was used at Abydos in a top-secret experiment.
The scientific consensus is that time travel is only possible into the future via time dilation, not into the past. Wormholes and white holes remain theoretical, without evidence they exist.
Whether it's mummies, lost tombs, or unexplained technology, ancient Egypt keeps offering questions without easy answers.
And perhaps it's this persistent sense of mystery that continues to fascinate us. The desert sands may yet hold the final clues to Egypt's greatest secrets.